Hey everybody, it's Tom from It's Fishing Time with Tom. Well, today's video is actually going to be a combination of 2 days worth of fishing, because both days weren't great days, but they had the highlights, they had the low points, so I'm actually going to combine them into one. Okay, so sit tight, relax, and enjoy. Hey everybody, how we doing today? Well, it's time to do a little fishing. It is a beautiful day down here. We're a nice little secluded spot. Well, I wouldn't say too secluded. People come and go. But right now it's the only spot where there's no one. I can fish in peace. I can relax. I can chill. And hopefully we'll catch some nice sized bass today. And hopefully maybe a bowfin or two. Let's see what happens. All right, let's go fishing. And today, I'm actually using one of my bionic blades with a popper. I've got 30-pound test braid and some shiners. Perfect. And it's a bit sunny, so we can get rid of some of this. Oh, that's better. Now, the last time I was in this spot, caught a nice 4-pound bass. Let's see if we can do it again. Hey, everybody, check this dude out. I hope the dummy don't go after my bait. You know, I always say fishing is a very relaxing sport. It's a nice relaxing pastime, and it also takes a lot of patience. Which, after a nice stressful week at work, I could use a little patience and relaxation. Now look at that, our boy swam all the way down there, he caught a fish. Good for him. Oh, something's taking it down. And one's on. Hate when that happens. Actually, it looked like a big bowfin. Really? I just hooked me a gator, everybody. Come on, bite. Break the freaking line, will you? No, it really sucks. I know there's fish here. No one's biting. I'm making sure I set that hook. Not a bass. An Oscar. Let's get our glove. You know what? We're going to keep them because I know people eat them. Here we go. First one of the day. And we got fish on. I hope it's a fish and not another gator. No, it's a fish. And it's a freaking nice bass. All right. We lipped them good too. Look at that guy. That's a nice size, huh? Yep, and he's a good keeper too. Today might not be too bad of a day. If we could hook up another one. Nice. Well, it was a gar. Now let's see if we can get him back into the water, huh? There he is. Nice sized little gar. Back into the wild. There he goes. And that's what we're out here to do, fish. Catch fish. Whether it's a gar, bowfin, bass. I prefer a bowfin or a bass. I'll even take an Oscar. You know, I always say fishing consists of 4 things. Okay, and we break it down to percentage-wise of 100. Okay? You have about 90% patience. Obviously, because you have to stand there and be very, 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 very patient while you're fishing, because you're not always going to get the bite right away. Now, the other 10%, 5%, comes down to knowledge. And what I mean by knowledge is pretty much knowing what kind of fish you're going after, what kind of fish are in the area, what kind of bait to use, what kind of tackle to use, what kind of rod, what kind of reel. Knowing your equipment, okay, knowing what you can pull in with it, what you can't pull in with it, what they're capable of, what it's not capable of. And also when it comes to knowledge, when you're fishing, knowing where you're fishing and knowing, like I said, what kind of tackle to use, what kind of rod to use, what kind of reel. Obviously, if you're in freshwater, you really don't use anything too heavy. Medium heavy pole, maybe. Fast action tip. Maybe a 30, 40 size reel. You can even get away with a 10 or a 20. Something small, because you're never really going to catch anything like humongous where you're going to be fighting for hours. Versus when you go saltwater, then of course you're going to use a heavier rod, you're going to use a heavier reel, you're going to use heavier line, heavier hooks. You may not use a popper like I'm using now. A few other things come into play, knowing what kind of line to use. Like right now I'm using 30-pound braid. Anyway, reason I'm using 30-pound braid, as if you probably would have saw, you know, you kind of can get hung up in lily pads, you can get hung up in the trees, weeds underneath. So you want a heavier line and a stronger line to pull yourself out. I've actually used 15-pound, I've used 10-pound line, which is also great for freshwater fishing. Now, if you're going saltwater fishing, yes, you want to use a heavier line and maybe bigger hooks, you know, heavier hooks, because obviously you're going to be going for bigger, stronger fish, such as maybe a shark or a grouper, big snapper. Okay? Freshwater, you're pretty much going to get some bass, you're going to get some bowfin, you're going to get some Oscars. Okay, you may get some gar. You're not going to really get anything too big, too heavy, too much of a fight when you're freshwater fishing. Now that's only part of the knowledge. Okay, I'm not going to go fully into it because that take a long time. Next will be about 2.5% skill. Now when I say skill, I'm talking about knowing how to cast to get where you want, knowing how long to let your bait sit. Well, not really letting your bait sit, but like if you're using a bopper, how long it should stay down. Watching how it moves to know what kind of fish is on the line. And if you're using artificial baits, knowing how to cast them, knowing how to retrieve them. All right, there's a special technique for that. You can either overhand cast those or you can pitch cast them. Now, when you pitch cast them, that's pretty much like a pinpoint casting. All right, when you're targeting a certain spot. Overhand casting, obviously, is when you're going for distance. It's pretty much the same thing when you're using a popper, okay, or a float. Same thing. You're going to pitch for a specific spot, and you're going to overhand for distance. When you're saltwater, well, you're either going to do one of two things. You're either going to drop and let it go straight down, or you're going to overhand cast to get the distance out there to get to where the school is and to where the fish are. Now, the other 2%, well, that's just plain dumb luck. Nothing you can really say about that. Either going to hit it or they're not going to hit it. You're going to catch him, you're not going to catch him. You're going to hook him and get the set right, or he's going to get off the hook. Huh. What do you know? He's a keeper. Untangle, will you? See, we got a bluegill. I know, I'm using my glove again. I don't want my hands getting all slimy. He's actually a little keeper. Oh, baby Oscar looks like. Alright. Time to pack it up. And we'll recap in a few minutes. Alright? Talk to you soon. Alright, everyone. Now I'm getting ready to go home. So it's time to actually do our little recap for the day. Well, it looks like we let one big, nice bowfin getaway today. Not too worried about that. Made up for it. Caught 2 decent-sized Oscars and 1 little bluegill. But check the guy that didn't get away. Haha. Nice-sized bass. Okay. 16 inches. Right on the button. Now, let's see how much he weighs. Turn on our scale. 60 pounds. Let's get in. Where's it go? Come on, get in there. Hold on. We have to reset it. Let's see. Let's see how much he weighs. No, not too bad. 2 pounds, 12 ounces. Not too bad at all. Not as big as the last one, which was about 3.5 pounds. About the same length. Put up a nice little fight. Enjoyed it. Got this one on tape. You'll be able to actually see it. Well, with that being said and done, it's time to head home. Finally. Caught something. It's a bass. Let's see if we can get him to jump again. All day. We finally catch something. Not a big guy, but he'll do. Okay, back from our little break. You know, I got a bass sitting right here. Let me see if I catch him. to him? You know, the guard today is just like out of control. Keep killing my bait. First shot, juggler. Clap. Well, that's it for today. Not so much luck. Caught one fish the whole day. I guess it's not too bad. That's actually what I've been doing, one fish a day. So, when fishing or leaving, going home, please help keep our waterways nice and safe and clean by trashing your trash. Don't leave cigarette butts around, empty beer cans, empty soda cans, bottles, wrappers, or any kind of garbage. Let's keep our waterways safe and clean for future fishing. So, until next time, this is Tom from It's Fishing Time, signing off.